So for any confusion out there, 100% of these musicians are the guys that were responsible for playing the music on the records that were recorded for the Latin Giants organization. And 90% of these guys were responsible for recording all the CDs that we did with Tito the last 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
So it's a propagation of the music with some new ideas, but still in the same style. We write in the same style, we interpret the same style, and our goal is to continue to play that music in that manner to the best of our ability. And as Mitch said, we are the ones that played all that for all those years. So anybody else, any other band, I like to call them wannabe bands, you know, that they use the name and they say, well, you know, we have one member that played. Being a member of a band is not coming in and playing one night, sitting in, or, you know, or doing a sub. Be a member of a band, you should have been there several years and got actually yelled at and corrected by Tito, you know, like we all did.
I've actually seen on the internet, let me ask that to Joe, there are guys that subbed for me, because I basically called everybody in the sax section for 25 years. There were guys that subbed for me once or twice that are now claiming to be members of the orchestra, like Joe said. And one other thing that's very important, when we continued the band with the Tito Puente Orchestra, and changing the name to the Latin Giants, we basically continued playing the music of Tito, the music of Machito, and not really doing original music of our own. And so Joe, being the greatest writer of this music living in the world today, and also has a talent for transcribing music, we basically played recreations and transcriptions of Tito Puente and Machito music that had been played by us and people before us for 50 years. We are now with the Mambo Legends getting into some original music and other original arrangements, but the music that we had played with the Latin Giants and before that with the Tito Puente Orchestra were arrangements by the great Tito Puente, Machito, and other people that have been transcribed by Jose Madera and a few other people. We're not claiming to do anything new. We're just trying to continue the tradition.
We're trying to get our own identity now.
Now we are, but we would previously we were just trying to continue the tradition in the music that we had recorded. Now it's like if the Basie Band and the Ellington Band was starting to branch out and do some new things, and so that's the point we're at now that maybe Johnny might want to expound on.
Yeah, well, now we're trying to maintain the same style, you know, the big band style, the heavy on the saxophones, but we have 5 saxes in our band, and we're trying to maintain the style, that the music that we love. But now we're playing our own stuff. Now we're looking for original material by different people. We added this, a great musician, Ricky Gonzalez, who wrote a bunch of songs, and we're doing his music in our band, in our world, in our genre of the music. So yeah, so we're still maintaining that Palladium sound, but with new material. New material. Right now, there's a big craze again for this music. For a while, this music kind of had died. All these new young bands came up, and a lot of people forgot about the Palladium music. A lot of people forgot about Puente, Machito, Rodriguez. You know, although we live it, but if you go to a local radio station, you rarely hear any music anymore of Puente, Rodriguez, and Machito on the air anymore. So I mean, and right now, I think ever since we started this thing again, we're playing this music, and it's gotten popular again, and it's more interested in it again. And I think it'll still be here around for a while, because there's still a lot of the old dances. I mean, they're little by little, it's dying on us. But there's a bunch of old dancers who love this music still, and will come out and support the music.